Alright, this is my first vlog ever, and look at that, where it's going to be. This is my rice field. It's located here in Bardia, Burigaon, not Burigaon. This is Govindapura Thakur Baba municipality, and from that far pole to here up to that bamboo, I was saying that bossy bamboo up to there. This is my field, and its total area is 12 kathas, and in 12 katha here I have transplanted eight varieties of rice, and this one is yes, five, which is called PR 126 variety, which is very popular, and it's also called a green super rice, where green means it can grow well even within a small application or minimal application of the chemical fertilizers like urea, DAP, and can yield better. And one of the and that super means super represents, it's called green super rice, and super means it contains high nutrient, it has great nutrient value, and so it's called green super rice. Why? Because it grows and yield better even within a low supply of chemical fertilizers, and have great nutrient content, better nutrient content than in comparison to other varieties. So this is PR 126. And one thing for those agriculture students, you might have been noticing here the flag leaf. If you don't know what flag leaf is, the leaf which is attached to the panicle, this is called panicle, and this is the flag leaf. The leaf which is attached to the panicle is called flag leaf, and the main role of the flag leaf is it contributes 90 to about 90%, of photosynthetic accumulation on these panicles. So main contribution of rice yield, panicle development, and grain filling is of that particular flag leaf. So here what I was saying is that on this variety, also on other varieties as well, on this particular variety, if you see, the flag leaf is typically above the panicle, it's above the panicle. Flag leaf is above the panicle. So what does this signifies means that the main, as I have already said, the flag leaf is the main leaf which contribute about more than 90% for photosynthetic accumulation on those panicles. Mainly we can say on the that production of dhan. So if it's above the panicle, then it easily gets the sunlight. If it is above the sun, above the panicle, if it gets easily sunlight and the water and the air, so that it can have better photosynthesis, and so as the result in better photosynthetic accumulation. So and finally, the better the photosynthetic accumulation, the better will be the yield and the growth of the panicle. So this is the particular characteristics of these varieties. And some other varieties, if you compare this and this variety, this one is Andi, Seto Andi said. It's a local Tharu variety, and it is said Andi Dhan. That means it's a sticky rice. And this Adinath 5 is long fine grain rice. It's a long fine grain rice, and it's quite tasty and a little bit starchy, a little bit more starchy than usual rice, normal rice. And this one is much more starchy and sticky. This is called Andi Dhan, and this it has a bit coarse grain than in comparison to that of Adinath 5, and it has also the flag leaf bent downward. If you see, it has vertical straight panicle flag leaves, and it has bended, that's pointing downwards. So we can say even it's upward, seems little bit higher than the panicle, although that's different. That original 5 has quite straight panicle flag leaf, but it has pointing downward. So If we talk scientifically or logically, that says flag leaf, since flag leaf is the major contributor of the panicle development, Hartinath Pai should have better panicle development or better yield than that of Setuandi. I showed that later earlier. So it may not be 100% true, but so far literature suggests it is so. And that two varieties, and from these two plots, this one and this one, up to that bamboo bush, there are 5 different varieties, and these varieties are very high value varieties. And let me show you what these varieties really are and what are the significance of these varieties. So this one is BD 100, BRRI, BD 100 variety, this is called. And this one is developed by the BD stands for Bangladesh Rice Research Institute, and it was the same variety is developed by the BD, Bangladesh Rice Research Institute. And the main characteristics or main characteristics of this variety is its zinc content rice, and zinc is really crucial for the conversion or development of proteins, amino acids into proteins. So this rice contains considerably high amount of protein. This supplies high amount of protein as well as zinc to the food or the dishes made out of this variety. While normally our usual normally used rice do not supply, or they supply minimal traces amount of the protein, they highly content carbohydrate, which supply least amount of traces amount of protein, and the zinc is normally not supplied by the normal varieties. So this one is zinc biofortified rice, which was developed by the Bangladesh Rice Research Institute, and here is for a trial. It has already been done in the spring season, and this one is still not at the anthesis. This one is at booting stage, and a little bit seems disease. Here looks like leafy spot, fungal leafy spot. So this one is not at anthesis till now, and maybe after a week it will be at anthesis, flowering stage. So this one is Telangana sona. Telegana sona. The name of this variety is Telegana sona. So Telangana sona is a variety developed by the Telangana, maybe Telangana state of India. It's I don't know exactly where, if it's the Telangana University or institute or what, but it was developed in Telangana state of India. So this one is very crucial rice in the modern context, as the obesity is growing day by day, and the diabetic patients are highly increasing. Everyone is getting diabetes and they are being sugar patients. So this variety contains very low amount of carbohydrate, maybe less than 50%. It contains carbohydrate less than 50%, and it has very low glycemic index, low GI variety. So it's suitable for the sugar patients, Telangana sona. And look at this, this one is already matured, and while other varieties are still growing, some are like 60 to 70% maturity, this one is above 90% maturity. And look at this, it's awesome. The panicles and the plant and the uniformity, maturity, these were all transplanted at the same time, same day, and the growth duration has varied with their physical maturity and the growth stages. So this one is BD84, the same institute, Bangladesh Rice Institute, developed the variety. And here, so this same variety is also developed by the Bangladesh Rice Research Institute, and it's BD84, BD Chaurasi. So this variety also normally BD series is a zinc biofortified rice, normal zinc BD series are BD 64, BD 100, and BD 72. These all are zinc by 45 series developed by the Bangladesh Rice Research Institute, and this one BD 84 is one of them, and this looks quite fabulous. Look at this, and these are uniform, quite uniform, and the panicle has covered the whole area. Canopy coverage, look at the canopy coverage. And the main thing, I have already talked on that, so Hardinat 5 variety, about the panicle and the flag leaf. Here if you see, the panicle are above the flag leaf. Normally flag leaf doesn't seem quite here, and even if you see the panicle look quite spreaded, and the grains are not that much, quite spreaded panicle. And maybe that may be the reason, or also could be the varietal reason. But position of the flag leaf plays crucial role on rice field, because flag, it's true that flag leaf plays about 90 to above 90% role on panicle and the granule. And this one is on anthesis. Here if you see, uh, all these varieties, all those 5 varieties, 5 no, there is 7 varieties were transplanted on the same day, and the source of irrigation is same from there, that bamboo bush. And these are just at anthesis, and this one is just at anthesis, and this has already ripened, and that Telegana sona has still at booting stage on. And normally 5 to 6 days after the booting, it goes into the anthesis. And this one is DRR series, Dehradun rice. This one is Dehradun rice, Dehradun rice, DRR 63, and it's I think 127 to 130 days growth duration. And that Telangana sona was 135 to 140 days duration, growth duration. And that of BD 84, and that's 120 127 days, 127 above 125 but below 130 days. So that is already different. And if you see, this one is also the DRR series, but that DRR 63 has already into the anthesis, but it has still not gone into the anthesis, and it's still it's even not in the booting stage. Some are at booting stage. If you see the swelling part, the panicle releases from here. This one is the flag leaf, and that swelling part, this one is the flag leaf, and the swelling part releases the panicle. And this swelling, when the swelling occurs, and this stage is called the booting stage on rice. And after the booting, maybe normally 5 days to a week later, the panicle brush or anthesis. Here if you see, there are 1 or 2 are already appeared, and when there are 5 below 5 heads, normally these are called heads, at this stage. And after heading, it goes into the anthesis, and this kind of flower brush out of it, and it's a self-fully shaped crop, if you know. And then normally when only there are 5 or below 5 headings are there on the field, it's called at first heading stage. And if it's above 10 or 15, then it's called at main heading stage, and it goes into the 50% anthesis, then complete anthesis, and then pollination, fertilization occurs, and it goes into the milky dough stage, and later on ripening. So this variety is still delayed. DRR series, DRR 48 is also a low GI variety. Low GI means low zinc content. So low zinc content means it's same like that of Telangana, but maybe the carbohydrate content may be the different. Carbohydrate content percent may be the different, but these both content considerably low percentage of carbohydrate on them compared to that of normal rice. So DRR 48 is also I know if you remember that tag tag board shows that 44, that's typing error. Actually there are 48 variety, so that's also a low glycemic index variety and suitable for the diabetic patients, which is quite crucial in this modern world, as diabetes or obesity is going to be the top most disorder or disease, we can say, people are having. It has also overcome the cancer, so diabetic patients are increasing day by day, and they cannot have normal food, normal rice, as that contains high amount of carbohydrate, so instantly blood sugar rises if they consume that kind of normal rice. But consuming these low glycemic varieties, rice of low glycemic varieties, they can have their sugar level maintained. So these are the varieties grown here on my rice field here in Bardia. Those 5 are the crucial varieties and high value crops and are under the seed production, and these are the first time here in Nepal. Actually biri cherries are already grown and cultivated and also gone under the trial in spring season for 2 times in Nepal, also by the IRRI, that was also by the IRRI, and here in seed production is also by the IRRI, and this one is irrigation canal and the road. And if you see here, everywhere the rice and the rice, paddy and the paddy, the farmer are uh, top dressing urea, because most of the varieties low long day varieties 145, normally 145 and above varieties are under emphasis. And at the time of main heading, I said earlier, is main heading, during the main heading it is quite necessary to top dress urea, normally 1.5 kg to 2 kg per katta. That, why should that be applied at the time? Because it ensures the uniform emphasis over the field. So this one is Vardinath 5, as I said earlier. Look at this one is also excellent variety at 5. So in fact we are having food rice of this Vardinath 5 variety these days, and it's highly starchy, not highly starchy, but quite starchy than the normal rice, and it's tasty, quite tasty. We used to have leftover foods, but these days it doesn't suffice the same amount of rice cooked over, but it doesn't suffice. It's quite tasty. I suggest you to have Adinath 5. These are the different high value crop. You may not get access to it, or you may not have availability of, you cannot purchase here in Nepal till date, and but later it can be available in Nepal as well, in the markets of Nepal, agrovedes of Nepal. But till today you cannot purchase this kind of varieties, these 5 varieties. These are not available in Nepal, available but not in the access of farmer. And here this one is Sarjuban of other farmer, and this is the locality. This one is irrigation canal. So this much for today. Thank you. This is my first vlog. Watch it, subscribe it, see you.